Imagine, if you will, a rock. Not just any rock, but a rock that has stood the test of time, weathered by the elements, and perched high on a majestic mountain. This rock, unlike any other, held a secret deep within its core. Perched atop the mountain, it was whispered about by the winds and warmed by the sun's gentle rays. The winds whispered of it, the sun warmed it, and within, a spark of life began to grow, nurtured by the elements. This spark of life grew stronger and stronger, until one fateful day. Then, one day, crack! The rock split open with a thunderous sound. Out tumbled Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. From his first breath, it was clear he was no ordinary monkey. He could talk, he could laugh, and he had a spark of intelligence in his eyes that set him apart. And oh my, could he move? With agility and grace, he leaped through the trees and bounded across rocks. He learned to leap across mountains in a single bound, mastering the art of movement. He mastered the art of shape-shifting, transforming at will into various forms, each more impressive than the last. And, most importantly, he possessed an unquenchable thirst for adventure and mischief. Sun Wukong was destined for greatness. The Monkey King wasn't content just swinging through trees. He craved power. He declared himself great sage equal to heaven. He traveled to the underworld, causing chaos and demanding immortality. He even stole magnificent horses from the Jade Emperor, the ruler of heaven. Imagine the Jade Emperor fuming in his celestial palace. Something had to be done about this unruly monkey. The gods tried to reason with him. They offered him prestigious positions in heaven. But the Monkey King, ever the trickster, outsmarted them at every turn. Word of the Monkey King's antics eventually reached the Buddha. The tales of his mischief and arrogance were spreading far and wide, causing quite a stir among the celestial beings. Amused by this arrogant creature, the Buddha decided to teach him a lesson in humility. He knew that the Monkey King's pride needed to be tempered with wisdom and understanding. He challenged the Monkey King to a wager, a test that would reveal the true extent of his powers and his limitations. "If you can jump out of my hand," the Buddha declared with a calm yet authoritative voice, "I shall let you rule heaven. If not," he continued, "you will meditate under my guidance until you learn humility and wisdom." The Monkey King, overconfident as ever, readily accepted the challenge, believing it to be an easy task. He leaped onto the Buddha's outstretched palm, feeling invincible and sure of his impending victory. With a mischievous grin, he gathered all his might and shot into the air, determined to prove his superiority. He flew for what seemed like an eternity, convinced of his victory. But something was amiss. Despite his efforts, he felt a strange sense of unease, as if he hadn't truly escaped the Buddha's grasp. The Monkey King landed, or so he thought, on a distant, desolate planet. The landscape was barren, with rocky terrain stretching as far as the eye could see. It was a place that seemed untouched by any form of life, a true alien world. Triumphantly, he planted his staff, claiming it as his own. He felt a surge of pride, believing he had conquered this strange new world. He even left a message for the Buddha. The great sage was here. It was a bold declaration of his presence and his perceived victory. But as he turned to leave, he noticed something peculiar. A strange feeling washed over him, as if something was not quite right. 5 towering pillars stood before him. They seemed to appear out of nowhere, their presence both majestic and mysterious. And upon each one the inscription, "The Great Sage was here." It was as if the pillars themselves were mocking his earlier declaration. The Monkey King had never left the Buddha's hand. The realization hit him like a thunderbolt, shattering his pride. Defeated and humbled, the Monkey King returned to the Buddha. His earlier confidence was replaced by a deep sense of humility. Finally, understanding the limits of his own power, he surrendered to the Buddha's wisdom. He bowed deeply, showing respect and acknowledging his own limitations. With time, the mischievous Monkey King found enlightenment, transforming into a protector of the innocent and a symbol of the potential for change that lies within us all. His journey from arrogance to humility became a beacon of hope and transformation.